Addicted to Ammo here. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about, but above all, I wanted to talk about optics, because I know everybody, may have a general idea, and some people have no clue what the heck they're doing when they go to sight in their scope, or their red dot sight, or their holographic sight, or whatever they got. I know I used to have this weird logical thought process on how to sight in your scope, and I was dead wrong back in the day, and I learned that quite quickly. So I know there's other videos out there that are better on showing how to sight in a scope, but this is going to be real quick. So how you sight in a scope is, say you have your target, right, and you're aiming at center, and your bullet hole ends on the right hand side of the target. Could be low right, could be high right, doesn't matter. It could be right, it's landing over to the right. So what you're going to do is you're going to adjust your windage. So mine has a right and an arrow. So if you turn this thing this way, what it's going to do is it's actually going to make the bullet hole go further right. So what you want to do is you want to move this left, because you want to move the bullet hole left. That's what those adjustment screws do. Is if you're hitting over to the right, you want that bullet hole to move left to center. So in order to do that, you have to move that bullet hole left by using your windage adjustment. Now once you have your bullet hole going in the center of the target on shot number 2, and it may take you a couple shots to get it to move over to the center line. Once you have it on that center line, then that's when you're going to want to adjust your elevation up and down. Now to do that, on the top of the scope is an up or a down and an arrow. Mine just happens to show up. So if I was hitting low, then I would adjust this thing this way to move the bullet hole up. You're not moving the crosshairs to the bullet hole, you're moving the bullet hole on the paper. I used to think that you were wanting to move the crosshairs to the bullet hole, which is what you're doing, but the functions inside of the scope are opposite. So what I used to think was, if I was hitting off to the right side of the paper, then I would want my crosshair to move right, and I would adjust right, and then I would just go even more off paper, which is the wrong thing to do. If you're hitting right on the right side of the target, you're going to want that bullet hole to move left, of course. So you're going to move that bullet hole by the adjustment left. Same goes for up and down. If you're hitting high or low, let's just say you're hitting low, you're going to want to move that bullet hole up. So then you would adjust up. So hopefully that should take care of some people's problems with sighting in a scope. It's really easy once you get to do it, and then once you realize what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, it could be a real pain in the tuchus, and you will burn up a lot of ammo trying to get it right, and you'll never get it right because you just don't know what you're doing. So anyways, that's how you do it.